What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? What do you guys think about that game today? The Grom Scherzer pitching. Crazy game. Gio, what's going on, man? Yeah, great game today. We had a great game today. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk with Aiden. Welcome. I love GM for life for sure. Gio, definitely. We had a really good game today. What do you think about Francisco Lindor? He looks pretty good at the plate. Had a couple of home runs. You can see his power, his bat is looking really, really good. Even though it's just spring training, but still. Max Scherzer and DeGrom looked really, really good today. Really, really good. DeGrom looked good. 97 miles per hour fastball. That slider was a wipeout slider he always has. So he used it a lot today. But Matt Scherzer looked really good too. He pitched like 90 pitches or 89, something like that. So that's a lot of pitches, to be honest. But he's ready. He's ready to go for, after opening day. Definitely. He's ready for the second game. He's going to do really, really good. It's a shame that we haven't seen Chris Bassett pitch, though, because Chris Bassett, I want to see him pitch in spring training, at least in the television game. It was good also to see Pete Alonso get a hit today. You know what I'm saying? Pete Alonso got a good hit. Starling Marte was back in the lineup. So it was a really exciting day, to be honest. We got Mark Canha still, looking sweet with the bat. He's just a smart hitter. He just seems to be a smart hitter. Mark Canha really seems to be a smart hitter. And with runners in scoring position is really, where they got to get better. But I would say definitely with Eduardo Escobar, Mark Canha, they look like they're going to be, and Marte is like they're going to be way better with runners in scoring position. So looks like a whole different team, offensively. We'll see what happens in the regular season, but we look good right now, to be honest, in spring training. But yeah, Marte came back. He had a great game today. It was good to see Marte back. You know what I'm saying? Christian, what's going on, man? Christian, what's going on? definitely it was great to see Marte. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Starling Marte back. It was awesome to see Starling Marte back. His speed, the way his defense plays out. We saw his bat, hit that double. You saw his speed, when Mark Hanna hit that little bloop single, and then he just really scored like nothing. So to be honest, Starling Marte is going to be a great player. Great player. Very excited about Starling Marte. And the lineup just looks way better with him, to be honest. Also, Pete Alonso looked good today. Took a couple of good swings, got a double. His defense looked good too. Exactly, Christian. Definitely. Lindor and Marte looked really, really good today. Lindor, definitely lots of positives. Lindor, his swing looks good from the right side and also from the left side. So that's really, really good. Starling Marte also really looked good. What I saw from Starling Marte was, he looked healthy. He looked good. It didn't look like he was playing, at 85% or, 80%. He looked all the way good. And that was really good for Starling Marte to be back on the field, playing with the major league team. So we got to see a lot of positives today, just like you just said, but lots of positives. Very, very excited. Just the lineup looks completely different with Starling Marte in the lineup. Completely different. He really just lengthens the lineup out. He has power. We saw that double today. So definitely, Starling Marte, the speed is really the killer. This guy is going to steal a lot of bases. He's going to hit a lot. And, he batted 300 last year. So, we're getting a really good player. Yeah, the thing about Robinson Cano is, to be honest, I don't know. I don't think Robinson Cano is really going to be that good. You know what I'm saying? This guy always hits the ball on the ground. He doesn't need to hit the ball on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Because what we saw today, double play today. We saw a lot of double plays today from Robinson Cano. Not a lot of really good things from Robinson Cano. He's not gonna strike out though. That's what you get with Robinson Cano. He doesn't strike out, but he was definitely gonna hit your ground ball. What I like about Robinson Cano is, we have somebody on second. He'll hit a ground ball and get them to third. That's what I like about Robinson Cano. He's a professional hitter, but we got to deal with whatever we got to deal with Robinson Cano. Hopefully he does pick it up. Hopefully he does get better. He is a very important part, to the team if he doesn't do good. So we'll see. Also, Dominic Smith. Also, Robinson Cano doesn't DH. We got Dominic Smith. So, so I feel like the Mets are pretty good there, in the DH spot. It really all depends on Cano, though, and what he brings to the regular season. Because, it's just spring training. But definitely his swing looks flat. Doesn't really look good. So he's not hitting the ball in the air. He's not really getting the barrel to the ball, and that's the problem. What you thought about Max Scherzer, though, and Jacob deGrom? I'll tell you that, because they looked really, really good today. Jacob deGrom with that wipeout slider that he has. Literally a wipeout slider. 92 miles per hour slider. He just falls in love with it, And that fastball looked pretty good, too. Definitely lots of positives. Lots of positives. Lindor really had a monster day, though, with 2 home runs, from the right side and from the left side. You know what I'm saying? And he got 3 RBIs. So Lindor had an amazing day. The thing about this is that we did see, he is making good contact, which is good, but he is not. I feel like I completely agree with you. He's not hitting the ball hard, and that's the problem. I'm still supportive of his as well. I hope he will pick it up, to be honest. Robert Manfred, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Definitely feel like Robinson Cano, definitely his his bat to ball skills is really, really good. So if he gets the ball in the air, if he hits the ball hard, then we will be good, to be honest. But that's really the goal with Robinson Cano. He has to get the barrel to the ball. Like Francisco Lindor last year, he wasn't getting the barrel to the ball, and that was really the big issue. And then when he was getting the barrel to the ball, we saw him get a lot of hits. So that really is the problem with, these hitters. They don't get the barrel to the ball. Francisco Lindor last year looked really, really flat. What's it called? So Robinson Cano, if he gets the barrel to the ball, then we should be good with Robinson Cano, to be honest. And I'm excited. I'm excited about the whole offense. Runners in scoring position. I feel like we're going to be better, hitting with runners in scoring position. Let me know, what positives you guys liked. I really love the Max Scherzer, pitching. It's so amazing. I can't wait till he really pitches for the regular season for the Mets, because it's a different feel, with Max Scherzer. It's a professional pitcher, an ace pitcher. We really have two aces, which is amazing. Amazing. But yeah, guys, the bullpen, they didn't get Tony Watson yet, so I don't know what they're gonna do with that lefty spot with the situation. But I do like Jason Shreve. I feel like Jason Shreve is a nice little pickup. Like I said, he pitched for the Mets in 2020, so in 2021 he also had a pretty good season with the Pirates. So I think Jason Shreve is a nice lefty, that can definitely get some big outs. And also, so we'll see what happens with the lefty reliever spot. But I say definitely we are looking good. You said you're waiting for the next round of roster cuts. The roster is basically set, so the cuts should not be so surprising. Yeah, obviously we know that Francisco Alvarez is going to be cut. Brett Beatty is going to be cut. These guys, that are not really going to make it. So it's okay because Francisco Alvarez is not ready yet. I feel like offensively he's ready, but it's still the major leagues and he's still young. So I'm excited about Francisco Alvarez, Brett Beatty, also Carlos Cortez, who looked really, really good in spring. So we'll see what happens with the Mets, depth there. Victor, what's going on, man? Hi, Randy. Lindor was very, very good. 2 home run day for the Mets, looking really, really good. Yes, Victor, he is looking really good. Um, he looked really, really good today. I'll tell you that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens because, it's just spring. So, we saw last year, Lindor get these hits in spring, hit a lot of home runs, and we were excited. And then the regular season, his bat looked flat. So it all depends on, what happens there, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited, guys. I think Lindor is gonna have a bounce back season. I think he's more comfortable. I think he's getting way better, and we'll see what happens. But I say the power is really good to see. Just in general, the way he's hitting the ball is a good sign. Lane said, "Who goes for the Mets on Wednesday? This Wednesday? Uh, Let me find that out for you, Lane. Let me definitely find that out for you. Uh, mhm. Christian said our top 4 prospects should be untouchable. Mets should eventually move from Mauricio to second base. Yeah, I really do like Mauricio. I think Mauricio has a future here, but we'll see what happens because I think he is going to get traded, and he will probably be the first one, and Vientos might be the first one traded if they got to make a big move, which they probably will. Um, it's TBD right now, so they don't know who's going to pitch Lane. Let me tell you, Lane. So they don't know who's gonna pitch yet. Wednesday, we'll see what happens. But I would love to see Chris Bassett pitch. You know what I'm saying in a spring training game. I haven't seen Chris Bassett pitch, so I would love to see it. But I'm very very excited about Chris Bassett being in the Mets. He's gonna be awesome. But yeah, Christian, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying. Our prospects should be untouchable. We do have really really good prospects right now, but we'll see what happens. With a trade, we'll see. Randy said Victor said, Randy, what happened? Watson they didn't get him yet. Yeah, and they still interested in him. They still have interest in Tony Watson. But to be honest, They just haven't made a move yet to sign him. Yeah, he didn't even sign yet. So to be honest, he is on the older side. So we'll see what happens with Tony Watson, but he is somebody that we should talk about. Trey Jefferson said, "Hey Randy, I am here from Mets talk. Oh, from Mets talk with Aiden. Yeah, Mets talk with Aiden, man. That's a friend of mine, man. He's awesome. Look, he's here right now." Hayden said, "I think Bassett is pitching Tuesday against the Marlins." Okay, so if Chris Bassett is pitching Tuesday against the Marlins, then I don't know who's pitching on Wednesday, but we'll see what happens. But definitely, I'm excited to see Chris Bassett pitch in a Mets uniform. You know what I'm saying? I love Chris Bassett. I think he's going to do awesome. And I think he's going to surprise a lot of people that don't know a lot about him. Trey said, "I hope the Mets can play to how they look on paper." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I say they look really good on paper right now. Trey said, he likes Bassett. So, yeah, I like Bassett too. I think Chris Bassett is an awesome starter. You know what I'm saying? He has top of the line stuff. This guy is going to be really, really good for this team. You know what I'm saying? Trey, thank you for coming to the stream. Really appreciate you. And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. And, yeah, and push those notifications. Christian said, Mets seem to like Claudio and Shreve as the lefties out of the bullpen. Yeah, to be honest, I like Jason Shreve. I think Jason Shreve is a nice lefty. I really do like Jason Shreve. I think he has good stuff. I think, Alex Claudio, I'm not really that big of a fan of Alex Claudio like that, but I would say I do like Jason Shreve. I think that the Mets, they look it in on Tony Watson. They might sign him. They're not close to a deal, or they haven't. I don't think they've given him a deal yet, but we'll see what happens with Tony Watson, because Tony Watson, he's pretty good. He has a career 2.90 ERA, so we'll see what happens there. But I'm excited about the Mets, possibly getting Watson, because I feel like if they get Watson and they also, yeah, Lane, you're right. Can the Mets sign Tony Watson? Yes, they can. The Mets are able to sign Tony Watson. I don't think he's going to want a big contract. He's older on the side. He's 36 years old. Like I said, he has an ERA of, a career ERA of 2.90. So we'll see what happens there. But definitely with, Tony Watson coming to the Mets, that would be a good addition. You know what I'm saying? Because of the lefty reliever spot. Definitely, Jason Shreve, just having Jason Shreve come out of camp, it will put a lot of pressure on Jason Shreve to be a really good lefty. And I feel like he can handle it. If the Mets do get Tony Watson, then they can have Tony Watson and maybe Jason Shreve. And them, I don't know. We'll see what happens with the bullpen, but definitely the bullpen I think looks really good. Edwin Diaz is ready. His fastball looks good. So I'm excited about Edwin Diaz, having a good season. So we'll see what happens, but definitely, Tony Watson is going to be a good sign. I think Tony Watson will be a good sign for the New York Mets. But Chris Bassett, man, we really have one of the best rotations in baseball, to be honest, with Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer, Chris Bassett. It's very, very exciting, guys. Francisco Lindor looked really, really good today. Just in general, Lindor had a really big day, awesome day. He hit a home run from the left side to right field, and he also hit a home run from the right side. So Francisco Lindor looks really, really good today. Also, Starling Marte is back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I feel like with Starling Marte being back in the lineup, it lengthens the lineup. We look way better, offensively. Starling Marte brings speed, power, defense. It's amazing. Victor said, what will the Mets do with Cano now that he's not playing good at all? Well, I think that, we know that he's not playing good at all, but the Mets are still going to, give Cano, that opening spot, that DH. I think they're going to stick with Cano. And if Cano struggles, then they're going to stick with Dominic Smith. But Cano is a very important player. He's going to stick with this team. We have him for one more year. So we'll see what happens with Robinson Cano. But, yeah, he's not looking so good. I feel like me personally, I don't think he's getting the barrel to the ball. He's not hitting the ball hard, and he's hitting the ball on the ground a lot. He was doing a lot basically what Francisco Lindor was doing last year. So, yeah. Daniel Kim, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Lindor was hot last year. Also during preseason, we shall see how he does. Yes, that's exactly what I was saying, Daniel Kim. That's exactly what I was saying. He was hot last year. He was hitting a lot of home runs last year during the preseason, looking really, really good. And then in the regular season, his swing looked flat and he wasn't looking good. So, he wasn't looking comfortable. It seemed like it was a lot of pressure on Francisco Lindor to do really good. And I think that really got to him, me personally, mentally. So, but yeah, Cano's struggling, but players struggle. Escobar looks good. Eduardo Escobar looks really, really good at the plate. Really good at the plate. Eduardo Escobar is a professional hitter. This guy definitely can hit a double. This guy can hit a home run. This guy can hit with runners in scoring position. So I'm excited what Eduardo Escobar is going to do with the team. You know what I'm saying? When I saw that the Mets signed him, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? This was a good signing for the Mets because they really needed someone to cover that third base spot. And JD Davis just didn't do good enough, obviously with his defense. So we know with JD Davis, and we don't want to see JD Davis in the infield, at all. So hopefully what they do with JD Davis is they just put him in the DH. Yeah, what's up, Brandy? Good to see Marte on the field scoring from second base, reading that play well. Yeah, Daniel can be right. He played that. He read that very, very well. And it was a bloop hit. I don't think a lot of guys would have read that like that well, like Marte. So that's what a Marte adds. He adds speed. He adds that intelligence, that baseball IQ. So definitely with Starling Marte, also playing right field, he looks really good as well. So anywhere you put Starling Marte, he's going to be really, really good because of his defense, his speed. He just looks so young, and he's not even that young, which is crazy. Who will pitch for the Mets in Washington on opening day? Jacob deGrom, no question. Jacob deGrom is going to pitch on opening day. Definitely, that road opener is going to be Jacob deGrom. He's going to pitch. And I don't know who's going to pitch the home opener yet, but we'll see what happens. But it's going to be Jacob deGrom. So, and apparently the second game of that series, Max Scherzer is going to pitch on the MLB streaming app or something like that. So, or Apple TV or something like that. Apple streaming, something like that. Escobar went over to the minor league camp this morning to speak to all the minor leaguers. This guy's a leader, is already making a huge impact in the clubhouse. Yes, he is a leader. He's awesome. Escobar is, what I'm saying? He's a guy that, has a lot of experience. He had a really good year last year, hitting like 28, basically home runs. So this guy gives you power. This guy can lead. This guy can, he's also, I feel like him and Lindor, and, he's going to have a better relationship with Edwin Diaz. All the Spanish people are really going to connect, to be honest. Trey said, I wonder who the Nationals' first pitcher is. Probably, I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really know who exactly the first starter is going to be for the Nationals. But I'm sure they'll have somebody. But Steven Strasburg is not going to be ready. So we don't got to worry about Steven Strasburg for a little bit. Daniel Kim said, Mets announcers pointed out that Marte looks good at the outfielders every pitch to see where they are defensively. That's a great veteran defense. Exactly. Daniel Kim, you're right about that. Like, to be honest, Marte adds so much. Like I said, the baseball IQ. He knows what he's doing. He's playing right field. He has never played a right field game in his whole career. You know what I'm saying? When he was with Andrew McCutchen, he switched to left field, and then also, McCutchen was in center. So that's crazy, to be honest. But it is, he does have that veteran experience. So that's really good from Starling Marte. He does add a lot. But what did you guys think about Max Scherzer, Jacob deGrom? How do you think they look today? I feel like, they had a really good day. Max Scherzer looked really, really good. deGrom looked really, really good also with his slider, that wipeout slider that he loves. He's really a two-pitch pitcher now. Jacob deGrom is, he also has a curveball, but he works honestly on that fastball and that slider. And, with Jacob deGrom pitching 97 miles per hour, 98, we are in a good place with Jacob deGrom, and Jacob deGrom is still the top of the line starter, that ace that, Jacob deGrom is. He hasn't lost a step. This guy's still awesome. This guy, what I'm saying? I hope he's healthy. I hope he's healthy for the whole year. If he does have a little injury, I hope it's not too much I hope he doesn't miss too much time. But definitely excited, about Marte. Definitely excited about the whole Mets roster. The Grom and Max Scherzer day was just amazing. We got to really see one of the two of the best pitchers in the whole league. So it was really, really great to see. Mets Talk with Aiden said, I am glad the Grom is trying to use that new curveball because it will help him trying to stay healthy for most of. Exactly, Mets Talk with Aiden. I completely agree with you. That curveball I think is really good. For him because he also doesn't depend on just the slider. So if the Grom has that curveball, he doesn't also have to just depend on that wipeout slider. But he loves that slider. But if he loves this curveball, if the curveball helps him, then that would be great. It will. I just want Jacob deGrom to be healthy. I'm so happy that the DH is here because the fact that we don't have to see Jacob deGrom try to hit the ball, out of the ballpark every time he tries to hit the ball. So, I did like personally seeing Jacob deGrom hit, but obviously, with the health situation, I want Jacob deGrom healthy, and I also love the DH because it lengthens the lineups. It gives more people an opportunity to get at bats. So Daniel Kim said, yeah, Escobar telling the minor leaguers he grew up, dirt poor, worked his ass off, and then he wasn't a top prospect, and that there are scouts watching all the time. So work hard and play hard. You see, that is a team leader mindset. Escobar has that team leader mindset. He has done it. You know what I'm saying? He's never won a World Series, but he definitely, you know what I'm saying, has experience. He's been a baseball player for some time now. So this guy has experience. He knows what he's talking about. And if he's telling the minor leaguers that's awesome to see because he has that team leader, that team leader aspect that you want guys to have. Also guys, Chris Bassett is a guy that also has a team leader mindset as well. So Chris Bassett is also a guy that's going to get on guys. If guys are struggling or something goes wrong, Chris Bassett is going to say something. So I like outspoken guys, you know what I'm saying? Um, I want guys to be outspoken. I want guys to be comfortable with each other. If something needs to be said, then it has to be said. With last year with Francisco Lindor, with that Javier Baez situation, it's just terrible. It was terrible that Javier Baez, that thumbs down situation. It just wasn't good for the team. It wasn't good for New York. It wasn't good for nobody. So the fact that we have this leadership, you know what I'm saying, this new leadership, Max Scherzer, Chris Bassett, Eduardo Escobar, Francisco Lindor coming more to a leader, I like that, that we have more of that leadership because we needed it. We needed it because last year with the situation, it was just horrible. Like, there's no way because Michael Conforto is not the type of leader that would talk, that would really get on players because obviously if Michael Conforto was that type of a leader, he would have said something, to Francisco Lindor and Javier Baez, but he didn't. So, we'll see what happens. But guys, I just want a nice season, great season. Obviously we're gonna have our struggles. Guys are gonna get injured, but it's about how we survive those times. So we just gotta stay positive, stay optimistic, and yeah. Lane said maybe you should start Mad Max for the Mets opener on the 15th. Yeah, I think Max Scherzer should get that start. For that opening. For the home opener on April 15th. I think he should. That would be awesome. To be honest, having Max Scherzer pitching in that home opener. I don't know who's gonna get it. I hope Max Scherzer gets it just because of they gave Jacob deGrom the road opener. So that's what I really hope. And we have two aces, guys. Like, I don't care who goes out there, but I would love to see Max Scherzer go out there and dominate. You know what I'm saying? And really have that New York moment. Daniel Kim said, I'm hoping and praying the whole Mets team stays healthy. Great to have all these great veteran leaders on the Mets this year. And top of that, having a manager like Buck Showalter. Daniel Kim, I completely agree with you. Buck Showalter just being our manager. You could tell there's a different feel, with the team. Luis Rojas, he was a good manager, but he didn't have that baseball experience, that you want managers to have. So with Buck Showalter having that baseball experience, he never won a World Series, but he did his thing, So we'll see what happens with Buck Showalter. But I feel like the way he uses the bullpen is going to be really important, very interesting, and I'm excited. I'm excited. So yeah, guys, definitely Randy. Yeah, Mets Talk with Aiden said, "Are you planning on attending a lot of Mets games this year?" Definitely planning on attending a lot more Mets games this year. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you're around, man, hopefully we could go to a game together. You know what I'm saying? Push some content out, and that'll be awesome. But I love the Mets, and I'm definitely gonna go to a lot more Mets games this year. Definitely. So we're gonna have an exciting season. So you know what I'm saying. So we'll see what happens. But City Field is my favorite place to be honest. I've been to Yankee Stadium, I've been to Washington, I've been to Fenway. City Field is my favorite stadium. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm a Mets fan, but to be honest, City Field is just a different feel. Like the stadium is just way better to me. I don't know. So if you guys like City Field or you haven't experienced City Field, definitely, come to the Mets, come to Queens, enjoy a Mets game and enjoy City Field because City Field is an amazing stadium. Christian said, looks like Bassett is in line to start the home opener. Oh, okay. So, if Christian said Chris Bassett isn't in the line to start the home opener, you know, I'm fine with that. You know, Chris Bassett has top of the line stuff. This guy is the only reason he's number 3 in this rotation is because there's a 1 and 2, and that's Jacob DeGrom and Max Scherzer. So Chris Bassett, if he pitches that home opener, I'm excited, to be honest. Anyway, to be honest, if Bassett or Scherzer gets it, then they get it. I feel like the Mets are just gonna have a great day that day. So Daniel Kim said Mad Max is not known to give up a lot of home run because he is always attacking the strike zone and never backing down. Yeah, to be honest, Daniel Kim, you're right about that, and that's why he's a top of the line starter. He goes after guys. He's very competitive. He's like Jacob DeGrom, but Max Scherzer is very, very competitive. He doesn't want you to get a hit. He doesn't want you to hit a home run off him. He's a smart pitcher. He knows what he's doing out there. If he wants to get an out, if he needs to get a double play, he knows what type of pitch, what he needs to do to get. If he needs a strikeout, he knows what to do. So with Max Scherzer, Mad Max, whatever you want to call him, it's exciting just to have him in the Mets because he has that top of the line stuff and he knows what he's doing. He, you know what I'm saying? He has that postseason experience. He already won a ring, so we'll see what happens. But definitely Max Scherzer, just having him on the team, this guy has a nice curveball, nice slider. This guy just knows what he's doing. Yeah, we have a top 3, you know what I'm saying? And Bassett, Chris Bassett is awesome. Chris Bassett is awesome. Not a lot of people know about Chris Bassett, but Chris Bassett is a really, really good pitcher, guys. Really, really good pitcher. Victor said, love City Field. Yeah, I love City Field too. I feel like City Field is an amazing stadium. Like, a lot of stadiums are really, really good. I've never gone to like San Francisco, San Diego, those type of stadiums, but the stadiums that I went to, they were awesome. I did like Washington. I did like, a Fenway. I did like Fenway, but Yankee Stadium, I don't really like as well. But with Washington, well, it was pretty good. That stadium is nice. But yeah, guys, do you think the Mets players are going to bounce back? Because from what I'm seeing with Jeff McNeil, I'm seeing better swings, and I hope he takes this to the regular season. Jeff McNeil is a really, really important player to this team. If he stays to what he's doing and hits opposite field, really tries to do what he has to do, then that'll be awesome. Courtney said, Final Four years, Kansas go to the Final Four, Carolina over St. Peter's. Yo, St. Peter's is having an amazing run. We'll see what happens with that, but it's very, very exciting. March Madness is crazy right now, to be honest. And St. Peter's is just going on a crazy roll right now. Mets Talk with Aiden said, I'm going on a mini ballpark trip this June. Wrigley Field, Comora Park, Great American Park. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. The fact that you get to go to Chicago, the Windy City, hopefully, you get a coat or something, or you bundle up because it's gonna be cold, probably, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's not cold, but definitely Wrigley Field gets cold, man. I know that. I've never been there, but I know it gets cold from a lot of people that told me. Kimura Park is a big stadium. You know what I'm saying? That would be awesome, to go to that stadium. So hopefully you enjoy your time there. And Great American Ballpark, that's also a nice ballpark, with the Reds. So that's awesome, bro. Enjoy your time in June, bro. Enjoy your time, and film a lot of content. Do what you got to do, and bro, just enjoy your time. But yeah, guys, do you think with the bounce back seasons, do you guys think the Mets players are going to bounce back this season? With the Jeff McNeil so far, we like what we see from Jeff McNeil. Dominic Smith, we also like what we see from Smith. So a lot of people are looking really good right now, to be honest. Dominic Smith's swing is looking really good. Jeff McNeil's swing is looking really good. Jeff McNeil is hitting opposite field, so he's using the opposite field a lot, and that's what got Jeff McNeil to be Jeff McNeil, when he first came up. So he just has to be a smart hitter, stay to what he's doing, not get, overwhelmed and not, let his confidence go down. But Jeff McNeil is all about his attitude and his confidence. When he hits the ball, he always wants to be safe. He always wants to get like a double, always wants to get a hit. And, I like the competitive side that Jeff McNeil has. So we'll see what happens. But definitely with Dominic Smith, Jeff McNeil, JD Davis, all these guys that, need to have a bounce back season. I want to see them have a nice season. It's crazy how Michael Conforto still hasn't signed for a team. Like, it's sad. Like, how haven't you signed for a team yet? Like, I just don't understand. Lane said Miami Beach, Florida has a lot of girls in bikinis. Yeah, man, I'm gonna be in Miami, so in April, so that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, bro, this time of the year, a lot of girls, what I'm saying, over there. So enjoy your time in Miami, and definitely Florida is a vibe. Yes, there, a lot of McNeil too, but he's doing. Hope he could keep it up. Yeah, I like what McNeil's doing. Victor, I really do like what McNeil's doing. I think McNeil is very, very important. His defense looks good. It looks like the defense, with the shifts with Francisco Lindor, they look more comfortable with each other. Apparently they're more separated. With the shift, and a lot of people didn't know that they were more separated, but definitely that's awesome to see that, Jeff McNeil and Francisco Lindor are getting along, because that's the best option that we have. Yo, Christian, he's like, yes, indeed, Lane. I'm watching him right now outside my window. Yo, that's awesome, yo. Yo, go to the beach, man. Enjoy your day when you get off the stream, man. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely go to the beach if it was hot over there, if I was over there. Mets Talk with Aiden said, I live in Florida, going to attend plenty of Marlin games. Well, I'll tell you this, Mets Talk with Aiden, the Miami Marlins rotation looks good. Really, really good. They have a lot of, a prospect, Max Meyer. They have Edward Cabrera. They have a lot of people who, they still got Trevor Rogers, Sixto Sanchez coming back from injury. Hopefully he does come back soon, but we'll see. But they still got Alcantara. So they have a lot of pitchers that, the rotation looks really, really good for the Miami Marlins. Like, they probably have, like, if you remember 2015 with, Matt Harvey, Jacob deGrom, Noah Syndergaard, they have that type of rotation. It's a possibility that they can have that type of rotation, because these starters that Miami has, they're really, really good. Really, really good. Let's talk with Aiden said, I think McNeil needs to work on having one stance at the plate. Oh my God. You're right about that, Aiden. No cap. Because honestly, McNeil needs one stance. He has to stay comfortable. Like, he's always trying to change, his swing. He's always trying to change something. So the faster he changes, or he doesn't change his swing and he just stays to one swing, one batting stance, stays consistent. That's what I feel like is key for Jeff McNeil, to be honest. So the key for Jeff McNeil is to stay consistent, stay with one batting stance, and not try to change it all the time. I know Jeff McNeil is very competitive, always wants to be the best, but to be honest, come on, like, stay consistent, stay with one batting stance, and do what you have to do. Like, Victor said, I'm from Florida. Been here 21 years, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Shout out to Florida. Lane said, "Can the Mets get out and sign Tony Watson?" Yeah, I feel like the Mets, it's a possibility that they could sign Tony Watson, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens because I'm excited about the possibility of Watson being signed. I do like Chasing Shreve a lot, so they have options there. It's not like they don't have options. Chasing Shreve is a really nice lefty. He's gonna do a lot. But Trey, you're right about that. Marlins have a lot of young talent. They do have a lot of young talent. And also, I was surprised when I saw that, Derek Jeter stepped down. I guess at the moment they told Derek Jeter that they weren't going to spend a lot of money on the budget, and then they ended up getting Jorge Soler. So, like, it's crazy that the fact that Derek Jeter stepped down, with the situation. But the Marlins have a lot of young talent. The pitching looks really, really, really good. Mets talk with Ian said, only been in Florida for 2 years. Great baseball atmosphere. That's awesome, bro. Because I know that Miami Marlins, their park doesn't sell out a lot of people, but just in general, it's a nice park. I know it's a nice park. Um, from what I see on TV, I could like see that the Miami Marlins. I like the park. I really do like the park. I also like Arizona with the pool. Like that's really cool. I love seeing home runs to the pool, or also San Francisco to the Bay. So it's awesome. Just that's what I love about baseball stadiums. Like, they have a lot of special things. City Field has the bridge, which is amazing. Yankee Stadium, I don't know what Yankee Stadium has, to be honest. That's so special. But a lot of stadiums have things that are special. And Fenway, you got the wall. So, it's a lot of things that baseball has that you just appreciate because it's a lot to appreciate. But it's really, really awesome because the stadiums are great. Great. But yeah, guys, I definitely want to go to a lot more stadiums in my life, do a lot more things. Victor said I go to Rays games. Oh yeah, Tampa. Yo, Tampa is also a nice place. I feel like a nice place. Those games are cool to see. Definitely, Tampa's a great team right now. They're doing their thing. They're getting Tyler Glasnow back. So I'm excited about Tampa as well. I love Wander Franco. The way he plays the baseball game is amazing. Wander Franco brings so much. He doesn't strike out a lot. This guy is an amazing hitter, so we'll see what happens with Tampa. But they're going to have a good season. They're going to have a really good season, and they're probably going to be the AL, East champs. But watch out for Boston, too, with Trevor Story, because Trevor Story is going to be really good for Boston as well. But I want to go to Tampa, and I want to go to Miami, too, and see the games, one day. But definitely, Marlins, I like their stadium. They don't sell out a lot, like I said, but Tampa, they definitely have a nice stadium too. But yeah, guys, we had an exciting day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of positives. You know, Christian said, I live in a 10-story building in Miami Beach that overlooks Star Island and the Miami skyline. I lived here from 2006 to 2011. Just moved back recently. Family has owned this place since 1996. Bro, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Lane said, how do you feel about the Giants? I feel really good about the Giants. I feel really, really good about the Giants. The Giants still have a nice rotation. They still have, Joey Bart is going to replace Buster Posey. Basically, he's going to be the catcher. And the way Joey Bart hits the ball is really explosive. He's a nice catcher as well. So, Joey Bart is a really good, he's going to be really good for the Giants. We know, Buster Posey they had last year, but with the retirement, obviously Joey Bart is going to get a lot of, playing time. Definitely. Brandon Belt is a really good hitter overall. Brandon Crawford is amazing. Really, really good defense, really, really good offense. Definitely. I don't know who's going to play third base personally for the Giants, but the Giants have a lot of exciting players. We'll see what happens, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Christian said the Jays will be very tough in the AL East. They are going to be very, very tough. They have a really, really good rotation. They have really, really good young starters. They also picked up Matt Chapman as well. Matt Chapman is going to be awesome for them. Vladimir Guerrero is going to play first base. So To be honest, Vladdy is a monster MVP season last year, hands down. Shohei Otani won it, even though Vladimir had a better numbers, which is crazy. But obviously, we know Shohei Otani pitched, and he also had a great season. So that's what I see here. To be honest, Christian said the Jays are going to win the East, and also Tampa's going to get second. Listen, that's going to be crazy, to be honest. That race is going to be crazy because Tampa has a great team. The Blue Jays, I feel like, had a really good team last year. Also George Springer, being in the Blue Jays, having him healthy is very important. They didn't have him healthy last year. So that's what's really important there. We'll see what happens with the Blue Jays, but definitely, George Springer is very important to that team. He has power, he has speed, he adds so much, to definitely the Blue Jays. And they also traded Randall Grichuk, which is crazy. And they got Ramil Tapia, which is really, really, he's a really good speedy player outfield. He also has a good at bat as well. So to be honest, that trade for Randall Grichuk was crazy. But it's not like Randall Grichuk, is any, better than Ramil Tapia, because they're both really, really good players, and they're both young. So, to be honest, I would have liked to see the Mets, get Randall Grichuk. That would have been awesome. But it is what it is, But definitely, Randall Grichuk is going to be a nice player for, the Colorado Rockies. And I don't know, man. If I was a baseball player, I wouldn't want to play in Colorado ever. But that's just me. Yankees have to do something. Jays will eat them up. Yeah, definitely. Apparently they're gonna try to. Cashman said they're gonna try to extend Aaron Judge. They have a plan to extend Aaron Judge. I don't know if that's gonna happen this season or before spring training, but that's the way it's looking. So Aaron Judge might be locked up to be a whole Yankee for a long time. So we'll see what happens. I know the extension is gonna be crazy. He's gonna get so much money from the Yankees, and he's gonna do his thing. Aaron Judge is an amazing player. Um, Amazing player. I wish the Mets had Aaron Judge, but we don't. But it is what it is. But definitely, there was a lot of comparisons to Aaron Judge and Pete Alonso. I remember because he did beat his record. But definitely, Pete Alonso is so important, to this team as well. So I like what I saw from Pete Alonso today. His swings look good. He looked a little, flat the other day. So I like what I see from Pete Alonso. Defensive, I like what I see from Pete Alonso. Offensively, he's getting better. I just want Pete Alonso to be clutch, be a 300 hitter, get some home runs, just do a great job, be honest. But I'm excited. I'm excited. And currently, there's not really talks about. Yeah, it's not really no talk about Tony Watson yet. The Yankees just signed Shelby Miller to a minor league deal. They do need Shelby Miller. They need somebody, in that pitching rotation, because I don't know, the Yankees and their pitching, it's not looking so good. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, Aaron Judge is gonna be definitely extended, probably this before spring training is over. So, with Aaron Judge being a longtime Yankee, man, I don't want him to be a long time Yankee. I would love to see him come to the Mets, because Steve Cohen would like just take him. Steve Cohen would take Aaron Judge, bro. He would, I'm sure he would take Aaron Judge. Like, I'm sure. Like, but Victor, you're right. They're all starting to look good. The Mets are looking really, really good right now. The lineup looks really, really good. They look even better with Starling Marte, which I knew that they were going to look better with Starling Marte. That's why I was so excited to get Starling Marte back, because he adds so much to this team. His speed, his defense, his athleticism, just amazing. Also his baseball IQ. So, and his power. We can't forget Starling Marte's power as well. But Mark Hanna's a really nice player. So far I like his swings. I like what Mark Hanna has brought to this team. Offensively, he's been pretty good. So hopefully you guys liked what you see from Mark Hanna. I know once he hit that home run, and you guys saw him hit that home run, and then Lindor hit that home run, that was an exciting day. Francisco Alvarez hit a bomb that day. So definitely looking really good. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna end the stream here. Just gonna go a full hour, you know. But definitely the lineup looks really good. The pitching looks really, really good. I just want to see Chris Bassett pitch, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, but Courtney Cole said Garrett Cole good for 100% slider and knuckleball. Stay healthy, fastball. The Yankees. I'll be bad start back in a better 100%. Well, Garrett Cole is going to be important for the Yankees. He has to be really, really good. For them to be good, he has to be good. I like that kid who played center field today. Let me see who you're talking about. I think you're talking about let me see who you're talking about actually. Who plays center field today? Oh yeah. Travis Jankowski. Yeah, Travis Jankowski is I like him too, you know what I'm saying? He's a nice player. Definitely he has speed, you know, his bat is okay. But honestly, he has a lot of speed and he plays really good defense. So that's what I really like about Travis Jankowski. So that's why they sent Khalil Lee and Nick Plummer down because we got Travis Jankowski. So, you know, he was a former Philly. You know, obviously we saw him a couple of times with the Phillies, you know, when we faced him. But definitely Travis, you know, brings a lot of defense. So his bat is okay. But definitely I like him too. You know, he's definitely a really good outfielder. You know, like a Jake Marisnick type. You know, a guy that can definitely, you know, have get speed. You know, play good on the balls. So definitely, you know, we're gonna see Travis Jankowski. I'm gonna tell you that we're gonna see him. He'll probably come in for defense. You know, from if they got Dominic Smith playing left field or one of those days, he'll probably come in for defense. But definitely Travis Jankowski is gonna get some time in the bench. You know, he's gonna get some time. You know, playing with the Mets, and he's gonna be important definitely. And also, I don't know when they're gonna bring up Khalil Lee or Mick Plummer. You know, maybe maybe that kid gets injured, but I don't want him to get injured. But I do want to see Nick Plummer. You know, in the major league roster because I feel like he's a strong kid. You know, he was a Cardinal prospect, so I'm excited about Nick Plummer as well. You know, seeing him bat, you know what I saw from that home run the other day. So I'm excited about Nick Plummer. He's a big guy. You know, so but definitely the defense looks really, really good. Brandon Nimmo looks really good at center. Also, so I guess they're really gonna run with Brandon Nimmo playing center. Right field is gonna be Starling Marte, and left field is gonna be Mark Canha. And I don't really, you know, have that much of an issue with Brandon Nimmo playing center field. You know, I would prefer Marte at center, but you know, I guess Brandon Nimmo wants to play center, and Buck Showalter wants to listen to Brandon Nimmo, and they want to keep him happy. So we'll see what happens. And obviously, we know Brandon Nimmo, he wants to play for he wants to play for a multi-year contract. So that's why he wants to play center field, you know, because he is better on the market value-wise. Even though MLB Network has him as a top left fielder, as a top 10 left fielder, you know, in all of the left fielders. So we'll see what happens. But Brandon Nimmo playing center, you know, I think I like it. You know, it's not like I don't like it, but I would prefer Marte to be honest. Christian said, "I'm surprised Plummer was sent down so quick. Thought he would be a perfect fit for the fourth." Yeah, Christian, he was a nice fit, but the thing is, also they have Travis Jankowski, so you know, he's gonna be their fourth outfielder. You know, obviously, I think we're gonna see Nick Plummer this year. Definitely is a 162 games, guys. We'll definitely see Nick Plummer this year. So if you guys like what you saw from Nick Plummer, you know, in spring training, you know that little glimpse of what you saw, definitely he's gonna be up this year. So it's not like he won't be up this year. You know, he is in AAA. You know, he's ready to go. I feel like he's ready to go more than Khalil Lee. You know what I'm saying? So I like his swing, you know, more than Khalil Lee. But we'll see. Definitely Khalil Lee, yo. I want him to be good too. You know what I'm saying? I want Khalil Lee to be exciting. You know, be ready for the major leagues when he's ready. You know, so last year Khalil Lee looked outmatched. You know, pitching against these major leaguers. So hopefully Khalil Lee gets better. Hopefully Nick Plummer gets better, and just hopefully the defense stays really really good. But I don't know yet. I don't know if the plan is to have Dominic Smith play left field. I know he's gonna DH a bit, so that's why I like the DH because it gives the Mets more options. To use more players. JD Davis is gonna get a DH start, I'm sure one day. So against lefties. So Robinson Cano is gonna DH, but to be honest, guys, the DH brings so much to this team. It helps this team so much, and yeah. But I'm excited. I think we'll see Nick Plummer. We'll see Nick Plummer this year. We'll definitely see him. Just in general, the rotation looks good though. Defense look good. Offense looks good. It's all about how they hit with runners in scoring position though. If they hit with runners in scoring position when the season starts, that's going to be really, really good. It's going to say a lot about the team and their approach. If you have a guy on second base with less than one out, move him over to third. If you got to bunt him over or you got to hit a ball to second base like Robinson Cano did the other day, then you gotta try to find a way to move the runners. That's what's really important. That's what I saw last year that the Mets did not do. They were not moving a lot of players. There was times that we had bases loaded with nobody else and we wouldn't even score. And that's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? Because bases loaded with no outs, like you don't score one run, it's unacceptable. That like it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. But I like the approach Alonso has taken. I like the approach Jeff McNeil. So we'll see what happens. But definitely, approach looks good. They looked good today. With the spring training game. Lindor looked really, really good. I'm excited about Lindor. Just seeing him, back in City Field. Also seeing him back, on the road, playing. Just excited about Lindor. To be honest, he's gonna be awesome. His defense, I'm never worried about. So definitely just hope him and McNeil are really, really good. Hope their relationship is good because that's what's important. But yeah, guys, if you haven't, just leave a like on the stream. You know what I'm saying? Push those notifications and subscribe if you're not subscribed. But definitely, guys, you guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. If you guys want to talk about anything else, we got 3 more minutes, so we can definitely, squeeze something in there. But definitely, guys, we're excited. We had an amazing day. We got to see the best pitchers in the whole league pitch back to back. So nothing bad to say about the New York Mets, to be honest. Yeah, Christian, I agree. Jankowski is a solid glove, but he is a weak bat. With a four-man bench, the Mets need guys on the bench that can hit, provide position flexibility. I don't feel Jankowski brings that. Listen, I think you're right about that. I think he is a solid glove. He does bring a really good defense, but what's it called? He is a weak bat. That's the thing about him. But we do have JD Davis on the bench. We'll probably have with Dominic Smith on the bench if Robinson Cano is starting at DH. So, it all depends where Robinson Cano is playing. Hopefully we don't see Robinson Cano playing in the field. I don't want to see that, but if he does play the field, it is what it is. Buck Showalter said he does have plans for Robinson Cano to play the field. So we'll see, but I think Jankowski, you're right about that though. He has a weak bat, and that's what I don't like about him. Jake Marisnick also had a weak bat as well, so that's why I say he's like a Jake Marisnick type. A guy that can play defense, have speed, but doesn't have a great bat. That's the thing. But that's why I felt like Nick Plummer and Khalil Lee. Nick Plummer, I felt like would have been exciting, but he doesn't have the major league experience that the Mets want him to have. So I don't feel like the Mets think he's ready yet. Just yet. But definitely, his bat has to get better. I'll tell you that, Jankowski. But we'll see because we do have JD Davis on the bench. We still got Dominic Smith on the bench. We still got Jankowski. We still got what's his name? Guillorme. So we still got Guillorme, who is a super utility guy, a guy that you can play anywhere in the infield. So, we still got Thomas Nito on the bench. So, we'll see. But definitely, Jankowski, I don't disagree with you because he does have a weak bat, to be honest. But yeah, guys, man, we went a full hour. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Just want to tell you guys, you can do anything that you want to do in your life. Don't let anyone in this world stop you at all. Don't let anyone in this world stop you. Do what you have to do. Don't let the doubters, don't let the haters get to you. And yeah, just enjoy your day. Stay blessed. Do what you got to do. And LFGM for life. Stay blessed. Randy Talks Mess. And I'm out of here, man. Definitely going to have a Tony Watson video as well coming up soon. Probably tomorrow. I'm going to do a Tony Watson video. So look out for that. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Stay groovy, man. Love you guys.